welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in The Sims 4, we are building a beach, I guess you could say, in Tartosa. So yeah, basically this is very simple. It's just like a lot of lounge chairs, and there is an indoor space. So there's that as well. So I was kind of thinking like, oh, if you bring your toddler or your infant here, I'll have like a little area. Or I mean, it's not really a area for them, I would say. It's just more for the parent to, I guess, take care of them in a way a little bit. But yeah, there's a vending machine, I believe. I think I put a vending machine, or maybe I just decided to put a fridge. Honestly, I don't remember, if I'm being completely honest. And yeah, this is a very simple build. It did take me almost 2 hours. It took me 1 hour and 48 minutes just to do all of this. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I just like I never did like a beach. Like I never used like the beach venue lot type. So I was like, okay, maybe I can do that. That's different. And I feel like when you think of doing a beach, it's probably like, your first thought is like, oh, I'll do it in Solani, but I decided to do it in Tartosa here. And I will say that the gallery photo is horrible. Mind you, I looked at the gallery photo, right? Before I even hit record, I looked at the gallery photo. It was a mess. It was terrible. You couldn't see it. It's from like a weird angle. It's like from the back of how like I just I don't know. Like the way we're looking at it from the ocean view, that is not like the front lot. The front lot is behind. So you literally cannot see the build in the gallery photo. And then I was like, okay, what if I put a building here, right? Like what if I put a box here? Can you see it then? And when I saved it to my library to see how the gallery photo would look, it was at an angle, like a top view angle almost. Not exactly top view, but you could see the build. So I was like, oh, that's fine. If I just put a building here, you can see it. So that'll be okay. And no, that is not the case. I was so confused. So yeah, the photo is terrible. And I also wanted to use these pergolas from base game. I don't think I ever used them before. So I used them here. I thought that was a good call. And yeah. So we mainly I think we stick to the outside for majority of the time, of course. And then we go into the interior a little bit later. But on the first floor, I believe, we have a bathroom, we have a changing table. I also feel like I put a shower. We have some potties as well. And then, yeah, we have like a fridge and a counter space. We have like a little couch area. We have like the infant playmat. And then upstairs, I put like a little pottery section because I thought that would be fun. Maybe you could come here with your family and you both could have a pottery experience. I thought, that could be cool. Um, and yeah, that is pretty much it. This is a simple build. Honestly, oh, also, there was an expansion pack leak. Of course there was. And I was also genuinely thinking, like, you know what? With the next expansion pack, I'll probably just won't buy it. Like, that was my whole thought process, was like, I'm not gonna get it. And then, of course, is something that I've been wanting. Except, I didn't want it to be an expansion pack, I wanted it to be a game pack. Because all of the other type of things like that are in a game pack. I don't know if you want to hear the leak. I do want to talk about it, so like I'm so sorry. You might want to skip a little bit ahead. I'll tell you when. But the leak is it's going to be, apparently, according to Instant Gaming, it's going to be a fairy expansion pack. I wanted fairies for a while. I'm not a fan of spellcasters. I think there's just I don't want to be a witch. Like I feel like fairies are just so beautiful. They're worth it. They're perfect. They could be perfect. It depends how they do it, I guess. But I just never viewed it to be in an expansion pack. So like my thought process is like, oh my gosh, is it gonna be any good? Because from the past, right? We got aliens from Get to Work. They're terrible. We got mermaids from Island Living. They're terrible. Obviously, Ghost has been expanded upon with Life and Death, and they're pretty good, but I don't know, like, maybe I really hope the fairies get justice. Because it will be really sad if they don't, and if they end up terrible like the other occults in get to work and island living. But like ghosts has always been around, obviously. So like is that why they're so good if you have life and death? That was my ringer, my alarm. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's just like I want it to be so good. I hope it's so good. I'm a little scared if I'm going to be honest. Like what could they possibly do to make this feel like an expansion pack? I will say I'm imagining the world and I feel like the world is going to be so beautiful. At least I mean I would hope so. Look, I'm not going to lie. The only thing I can think of are mushrooms. Like I'm being so serious. Like the only thing I can think of is mushrooms. And I'm being so serious at the moment. I'm like so serious. Like I don't know, like I just imagine a magical mushroom land. That's all I can say. And it's just with it being an expansion pack, like how big is the world gonna be? Like honestly, I mean, if they were to like I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? Like obviously if the world takes up too much, I guess you could say, of the budget, then obviously we don't need it to be that big. I would say I don't know, cause like if you look at the other cults, mind you, those other cults like vampires, werewolves, they're in a game pack and they only come with 5 lots. So, are we expecting the same thing for fairies? And if they do the 5 lots, is that gonna like make the gameplay better? Like, are you gonna be able to add more to the gameplay if you make the world small? Is the question, I guess. But like for some reason, I imagine it being like this. I believe with Nordhaven, it is 2 neighborhoods, right? For some reason, I'm just imagining like 3 neighborhoods. I'm thinking of like one on the left, one on the right, and then there's one in the middle. Kind of like Bridechester, if you understand what I'm saying. Um, I just for some reason I feel like the main area is going to be in the middle, and then in the left and right, those could be like more residential and some sort of things like that. But like, I don't know, like maybe in the middle it could be like some type of magical library type of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, obviously I would hope the fairies could fly cuz they're a fairy. Like that should be automatic. Maybe some of the skills can make flying better in a way. Obviously I'm looking forward to a skill tree. Of course, definitely want that. We have to have that. Cause like I just feel like with mermaids and aliens, they really have nothing to do. But anyways, that's just what I'm looking forward to is the world and the fairies. And obviously I would want the fairies to be smaller. And I was looking on X. I feel like some people are not happy about this. Anyways, it's like always like anytime I feel like a pack leaks, everyone like thinks of the pack to be like the worst thing in the world, which I don't know. It's just like dang. Anyways, um, someone on Twitter mentioned how like it would be cool if they could like shrink and still do some normal activities like cooking. Could you imagine? That would be so cute. Like a fairy stirring the pot for macaroni or something, mac and cheese. I just think that would be so cool, because they would be like so small. They would be in the air. You know what I'm saying, right? Like imagine all of the building by. Imagine the creative sim. It would be so beautiful. But you know, I don't know what else they could do if it's could you imagine? Cause like I love plant sims as well. Like what if they made a plant sim slash fairy expansion pack? They can make plant sims a lot better. I will say if I mean, cause I don't think they need to make a the thing is it's like if this was an expansion pack with fairies and plant sims, I don't think it would be a problem. But if there was like a pack with just plant sims, then maybe. I don't know. I feel like they could just expand on that in the base game, but of course they're not going to do that because that's a little too much. They're going to make us pay for that, of course. Um, because of the ghost and everything. I will say though, I feel like Life and Death has more than just like the ghost abilities to me. Like I feel like there's more than just the ghost stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like Rebirth, that is so cool. Like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that so much. That's gonna be like my favorite feature. I haven't gotten to use it yet. I just haven't gotten to that point because of course I'm playing like 5 legacy challenges. So whenever, like, when am I gonna get the chance to ever need that? For my Sims and Bloom challenge, I'm kind of like thinking, I just realized, you know what, if at this point, I did say, like, I don't know, like, before I started talking about the leak, I was like, oh, I'll give you a time to skip, but I feel like I'm gonna go back to that. So I don't really know, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, we have a little fire pit here. But as I was saying, in my Sims and Bloom challenge, I was thinking that the Daisy Gen could be rebirthed to be like I think it's the Tulip Gen. Oh, I really don't know. Oh, I actually should check. Just give me a second. But there's like a generation that basically I think lives off the grid and everything like that. And the Daisy Gen is all about gardening basically. So I think it's like after the Sakura Gen, the Cherry Blossom Gen. Yes, Tulip, orange and red. I think I think Mary Rose is her name. I think she needs to be the Tulip generation. So basically, I have a good bit before I get that. That is generation 7. And currently I am on generation 3, and the Rose generation is just a child. Um, yeah, so we have a little bit, but I put a pool here. That was cool. I put this little like um a stand, I guess, like this little, it's not really a stand. No one like appears there. It's more of like a vending machine. I wanted to like think that you could like rent the jet skis cuz I thought that was cool. And then I put like a bunch of picnic blankets cuz that's nice as well. And then on this little porch area we have like a grill and some more lounge chairs and picnic tables. And yeah, I thought that was really nice. But yeah. Oh, back to the fairies thing. I probably won't give you a time to skip, obviously. Well, if you're watching this right now, then it doesn't really matter. But I mean, obviously, the thing is like we don't know anything about this pack really. We're just speculating. And this is just a leak from Instant Gaming, which they're usually, right. Um, but I'm just curious about what it would be like. But yeah, I feel like if they had a fairies and a plant sim expansion pack together, that would be really good. That would be really cool. Like, I would love that. Imagine like going back to the 3 neighborhood world that I was thinking of. Like the left side could be fairies, right side plant sims, and then in the middle is like all together. Not to say that it has to be separated, but I'm thinking about landscaping and stuff like that. Whereas like the fairy side is more magical, fairy dust, mushrooms, and then like the plants inside is like just a bunch of beautiful blooming flowers. Like I feel like this world, I mean, at least for me, I feel like it should always be sunny. Like always sunny, 24/7. It's wintertime? No, it's gonna be sunny. We don't, the weather doesn't really affect this place. That's just all I'm thinking. I don't know if people will like that, but I don't know. I just enjoy the sun. It makes it bright and happy. Um or like I don't know, maybe in the fairy area, right? The fairy neighborhood, it could always be sunny. And then maybe I guess maybe it makes sense for the plant sim neighborhood to rain cuz they are plant sims, and if they were cuz don't they like if you do turn into a plant sim, don't they have a hydration need? So it would make sense for the plant side to have rain. Obviously, this is just hypothetical. I don't think they're actually gonna like, because mind you, this pack was probably being worked on forever. So like, what I'm saying right now means nothing. But it's just like what I would hope. It's not gonna happen. But it would be so cool. So like the plant side neighborhood would rain, and then I guess in the middle it could just, I don't think it should rain all the time in the plant sim neighborhood because they also do need sun. So it should be sun and rain, like both. And then in the middle, I guess it could also be both. But I would prefer just sunny. Honestly, could you imagine? Never mind. I was gonna say, like, could you imagine, like half of the neighborhood was sunny and then half was always raining? That would be a little crazy. That would look crazy. And that reminds me, I was not going to stay for this whole build. I'm honestly thinking cuz in the beginning I was like I have nothing to talk about and here I am talking. But You know how we have a weather bug? Does that have to do with the fairy pack? The fairy leak? Like maybe they're trying to make so fairies can have the power to change the weather or the season or something like that? Cause that could be pretty cool. So like, is that why it's bugged still and not fixed? I feel like it would probably be fixed before the expansion pack comes, if that is the case. And I guess maybe they don't want to fix it because maybe it'll break everything. I don't know. But they did release a laundry list. Um, Let me see when I'm gonna post this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fix was probably already out. I'm assuming Tuesday, because that's usually when it happens. But yeah, probably this past Tuesday we got an update. But in the laundry list, they mentioned how like I should just look it up, right? Like I shouldn't just be trying to guess. Okay, so I looked it up. Here it says a team of engineers will be assigned to work on an issue and figure out the cause. The scope, type, and risk of buzz fixes can vary, from relatively simple fixes through to complete code system restructures. So that got me thinking complete code system restructures. So, I mean, I don't know. That just says something about the code, I guess, but I mean, for it at this point, I mean, if we're being real, the whole game needs to be restructured. It's just, oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm not gonna bring up for rent this time. You guys know how I feel about that. It's so sad. But yeah, here upstairs we're just gonna put in some pottery tables. And then I realized, oh, you need a way to get up here. So I just ended up putting a ladder because that was the only way. I did not like how the staircases looked. And of course, with this laundry list, they only gave us a few bugs. So fishing spot. Okay, actually, it says here. Here's the player reported issues we're investigating for our next update. So it says fishing spots in Sulani eras. I don't need to read this because you already know if they fixed it or not. I really hope that one gets fixed. That because that would probably be really good, considering the fact that I am playing in Sulani. For me personally, I did get it to work. I just don't think it works like well, no, I think they can fish on a boat. So that worked for me. Like I tried to get him to fish in that one fishing spot and then he jumped on a boat instead. So maybe I actually never got it to work there, I guess. But yeah, we have a few bookshelves, we have a few kilns, um, and yeah, this is a pretty simple spot, I guess. The video is almost over. We have like a minute left and 40 seconds. I just got a few extra chairs. And then on the balcony here, we just have more lounge chairs. And I guess I settled on a flower arrangement table. I don't know if that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I did not know what to put in this space. I guess I settled on these planter pots and then these flower thingies. So that's cute, right? And yeah. And then I got some trees so we can like landscape and stuff. Make it look cute. But anyways, yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the fairies pack or the potential fairies pack. Um, I'm excited for it. A lot of people aren't, and I assume those people are just not a fan of occults. Um, but you know, like I don't know, like I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. Like I'm gonna be really disappointed if it's not good. Like that's gonna be very sad to me. Um, but yeah, we also have a games table. We have a kiddie pool. So that's all very cool. Um, and yeah, I just also got some terrain paint. So I'm gonna jump into the game and give you guys a tour. So here's our beach. So obviously out in the front, we just have these lounge chairs. I put some clutter on them. So we have like towels, sunscreen, more towels. Over here we have some shades and some books. On this one we have another book and then sunscreen. And then we have the beach towels, which I think is pretty cute. Someone has some headphones. We have some diaries. And then we have 4 picnic blankets, some more lounge chairs with towels and some shades. And then over here is the fire pit. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool in the front, obviously, so you can just enjoy the view. And then over here we have the jet skis that are on sale. And then over here we have like a little sand pit. We have the toys. We have a treasure map. We have a games table and the kiddie pool. So if we walk up here, we have 2 picnic tables, a grill. We have a lounge chair with a nice pool. And then when you walk in, we have 2 potties. Oh yeah, and then I actually did settle on the vending machines, it looks like. And yeah, we have a thermostat. We have this little shelf. This is the bathroom with the shower and the changing table. We have a little bookcase and all this cute little stuff. So we have a lunchbox for the toddlers, which is pretty cool. And then we have this infant playmat. And then if you walk up this ladder, we have more lounge chairs on the top. We have some gardening pots. And then this is the room for the pottery and the kiln. So yeah, this is very simple. So if you want to download this, this is what it looks like on the gallery. I just called it Tartosa Beach. Yeah, honestly, this is not the best look. Why would you want to download something that looks like this? But if you want to download, my gallery ID is just simsdeelicious. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. You are important. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!